Hi and welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be about JJRC drones. I see a lot of people are still flying them and I'm gonna tell you why not to buy them. So what happened is I have the same drone and it crashed like 3 or 4 times and it wasn't my fault. Sometimes it just flies on its own, does some weird circles looking for GPS or I don't know what the hell it's doing. I decided to make a video about it. I regret buying it and not buying my Mini as a first drone. And yeah, now the gimbal is a little bit damaged or something and it don't calibrate anymore. But I have a charged remote control, a charged battery, and I'm gonna go out and fly it and see what happens. Okay, I'm in the middle of a field because this is how much I trust this drone. Because you never know, it can just fly somewhere on its own, so I don't trust this rubbish drone anymore. Let's turn the remote and let's turn on the drone. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Alright, it's going. Okay, I'm not doing anything. It's doing everything on its own now. What the fuck is it doing? I don't know. Flying somewhere. Okay, this time it's actually normal. Sometimes it's flying like big circles and that's why it's crashing. And in my last flight it went into the bushes with full force. And this is another video where it's flying some weird circle, almost falls into the lake. And then I'm trying to get it up. Gimbal didn't calibrate here. Sometimes it doesn't calibrate. Even the application is saying it's calibrated okay. It's obviously not. And it's not very easy to calibrate it every time. And this is a really crazy footage. I wasn't in control at all, it was just doing this on its own. It turned out kinda interesting footage, but I wasn't controlling it at all. It was just, I was actually lucky I didn't hit a train or there were electrical wires there as well. And at this point I realized it's just flying away and I'm not in control. So I got it back by hitting the return home button in the end. Okay, and this is a footage with the calibrated gimbal. It's supposed to be okay. There's always some shaking, some glitches in the footage, some waves going through the video. And you can't even fix that in the post, stabilizing or anything. And the colors, sometimes they feel natural, sometimes they feel like something wrong with them. I guess it depends on the light. For the price, of course, it's okay to have a camera like this, to have a gimbal like this with shaky footage and all. But this drone is dangerous. You can hit some property or hit some person. It's not gonna be JJRC's fault. It's gonna be your fault. So I don't recommend getting this drone, especially as a first drone. So after this drone I got Mavic Mini and it was a totally different world. The footage was finally smooth and I could control the drone. After more than 100 flights with Mavic Mini I never had a crash because it's controllable and it doesn't fly anywhere on its own like this drone, which I crashed 3 or 4 times in just 30 or 40 flights. I don't remember how many because the application is not showing any information. So yeah, it was just a waste of money buying this drone and thinking, oh yeah, it's cheaper than Mavic Mini, I'm gonna save money, but instead I didn't get any good footage out of this drone. Okay, so this was the video that made me buy this drone. Let's check it. Yeah, impressive drone. Yeah. You can be confident it just flies and feels great. Wow, what the bullshit. What else is here? JJRC, Eachine, it's called Eachine as well. They probably changed the name, so people who don't trust JJRC buy this crap, or vice versa. Let's check JJRC X12, which is the model I had. And let's check this month. What's happening with this drone? Yeah, it's still happening. Their channel is trying to sell it. Wow. So many videos about it. And this is another video where I was just too close to the forest and it just decided to go towards the forest and I didn't have time to react. Okay, this is a new video of some newer model of JJRC, and as you can see the footage is still the same, shaky, not smooth at all. So that explains everything about JJRC, I think. I'm not gonna look for another JJRC, I just had enough of them. Fuck you JJRC and see you never. Well, if you're looking for spare batteries, spare controller, let me know. Or you wanna buy this whole thing for very cheap, just let me know. Because I'm not gonna fly it anymore, I'm just gonna sit somewhere and cover with dust. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.